Well, welcome back to A Closer Look, and I am joined now by a mother and a child that have benefited from the foundation, the Governor's Books from Birth Foundation. And Misty, thank you for joining us today. First off, can you tell me a little bit about yourself, your family, and how you got your kids involved?
Okay, well, let's see. We have Samuel here. He is 5, has just started kindergarten. I have a set of twin boys that are 2. So unfortunately, he no longer gets the books, but the twins still get their book every month. I know when the program first started in Tennessee, I have family that live in Sullivan County, and that was the first county that the books were introduced in years ago, and so that is really how I came to find out about the program. And then once it came to Sullivan County, even before I had children, I was aware of the program. I remember thinking, oh, this is just such a wonderful program for children. So once he came along, he was maybe just a couple of months old when I went ahead and got him signed up just, as soon as I could remember to do so, and he started getting his books right away, not too long after he was born.
And now, Samuel, you've enjoyed receiving the books, haven't you?
Yeah, but I have been getting magazines now.
You're getting magazines now? And now, what she was talking about just a few minutes ago, she mentioned that Samuel is no longer receiving the books, and that's just because he is 5 years old now. And when you turn 5, you age out of the program, and that's because you start kindergarten, and so now you're in school. But you have 2 twin boys that you have since enrolled, and you mentioned that they were about 2.
Yes,
so they have a few more years to receive the books.
Right.
And now you mentioned to me that you volunteer with the organization as well. So coming from a mother, and now to volunteer,
right?
How's that?
Well, within the cover of each of the books, there is a little note here that says, would you like to help your local sponsor, donate to them, volunteer for them, and read to your child? Well, when I had read that in one of the books, that did, spark an idea that, hey, I would love to help an organization that is doing so much for our children. I started volunteering for them about 3 months before I found out I was pregnant with twins. I would help them at the registration events to sign up children to start receiving the books. Of course, once the twins came along, that limited me greatly in how much that I could volunteer for them. So really now, what I've tried to do for them since the twins were born is just share with them pictures, to show them, hey, look, this program is greatly benefiting my 3 boys. I love to send them pictures on occasion of the boys enjoying their books, and then when I can come, like today, when I can come and just share with people how much the program has benefited us, I like to do that as well.
And I'm sure they greatly appreciate that. And Samuel, you brought some books with us today, and you mentioned that this one with the pig has been your favorite. And why is that? Just a fun book to read?
This was this is actually his very first favorite book from, I think he was just a few months old when he started receiving, or when he got this book. And it's just been his favorite book ever since. I think this book will have sentimental value as he gets older.
And they were telling me earlier that Samuel now reads to his younger brothers. Have you read them the pig book yet?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What he does is he takes a couple of his favorite books that I have read to him repeatedly that he has memorized, and then he can't actually read the book yet, but he just reads from memory and loves to read the books to his brothers. And every month it's really nice. Now that he's not getting his own book, he still looks forward to getting his brother's books in the mail, because that's a new book that he can share with his brothers as well.
And we have the twins are in the studio with us. We didn't bring them on set, but they are in the studio with us, so they're enjoying this little segment as well. Tell me, as a mother, how has this benefited you from a mother's standpoint? Can you see a difference and see his love of reading?
I do. It is really nice from even the time that he was just, really big enough to sit up on his own, and the twins as well. I would keep the books in their room, and that they would enjoy looking through the books as much as they would playing with a toy. And so it, progresses from there. Now that the twins are 2, they have their favorite book as well, which is why I brought these right here, Big Brother, Little Brother, and then this is Where's My Truck, which they know that this little boy's name is Tommy. They specifically ask for these 2 books every single night. We have to read these before they go to bed, and it's really nice to watch them. Let's say in this one, they actually role play. There's different parts in the book where you can see Tommy Tommy peeping through a crack of a door, and they'll do that in their bedroom, and they'll say, I'm Tommy, and just play out what's in the book. So it does engage their imagination that way, and it also benefits us as a family in that is time we can spend together as a family. We can take that 10-15 minutes every evening and huddle together and share and enjoy reading the books together.
And that's fantastic that, especially in such a tech-savvy world, that you're able to come to a tangible item and flip through the pages and spend that family time. And just real quickly before we close out for today, can you tell that where he started kindergarten now that he's excited to go to school maybe and learn how to read and be involved?
He is, yeah, I can definitely see that with him. And that was one thing that he was excited about when he entered the classroom for orientation, was when he saw all the books. So he definitely enjoys books, and I know that's because of this program has a lot to do with that.
Well, that's great. And I'm so glad that you're excited to be in school and to read and have a whole bunch of books to read that are brand new to you. Thank you, Misty and Sam, for joining me today.
Thank you.
That's all for this week's episode. Be sure to tune in next week. We'll see you then.